got anything. If he had raised me there, you know, I really would have thought that he was probably bluffing, but it's still a very difficult call. Right, Jack 9, he's called. You can raise this, but I'm just going to check it this time. And the low flop comes, and now I got a open end straight draw, so I'm just going to bet because he's checked the flop. That queen might have helped him. Oh, it looks like it didn't. I wouldn't have expected him to have any sort of flush draw there, because he's so aggressive. I think he'd probably have bet with any flush draw. Right, now, because we have nearly a 2-to-1 chip lead, we really need to play every single hand and really keep the pressure on. Now, ace queen offsuit, he's raised again. We're just going to go ahead and 3-bet him, because his shove range is very, very wide. I mean, he'll shove with any ace 10, ace jack. Of course, he'll shove with any 8s, decent pairs. He might even shove with a very small pair as a bluff. We're going to continue to keep the pressure on him, and the blinds is going to go up again. So he'll be down to what, 12, 14 big blinds. Any ace, that's a raising hand. I'm just going to raise. If he shoves, then I'll probably have to call him. But any ace is definitely a good hand, especially heads up. So I'm going to go ahead and raise every single ace. I mean, if he shoves, then I'm going to have to call him. Right. He shoved nearly 1,000 apart. I basically got to call him. Well, in this case, I'm sort of dominated, which is, well, a bit unfortunate, but not drawing down. I need an ace to beat him, and I don't get it. So he wins this. Well, he wins this. So we're basically back to evens again. Now he's got a slight chip lead. Oh, that's a nice hand. Just going to continue to raise him. Let's hope he plays back at me this time, because he's in trouble if he decides to make a move. Well, he doesn't, so it's lucky for him. It seems he's tightened up a bit, but he's still very, very aggressive, playing very aggressively. With a this time I'm just going to fold, just for a bit of variation, because I've raised him quite a lot, and if I raise him again now, I think he might, think, I've folded quite a few times already, I might play back at you. So I'm just going to fold my junk hand and give him a bit of breathing space. 7 deuce, I mean, I'm going to fold. I'm just going to raise his hand because I folded the last hand. Let's hope he doesn't play back at me this time. Well, he's gone all in. I can't call him with 7 deuce offsuit, so I'm just gonna have to fold that. Queen 10, very good hand. He's called, so I have to raise him. Maybe a bit less this time, because it's not the best of hands, and I really want him to call me. Oh, he's gone all in. That's very interesting. Limp all in. I'm just going to have to fold it, because I'm not really beating any of his range. Even if he was, bluffing, then we're more or less a coin flip. But that's an even better hand. I'm just going to have to raise this. If he goes all in, then I'm going to have to call. But the problem with the king-queen is, if he's got any ace, then he's ahead of you. I mean, there we're just going to have to call. And we're dominating him this time. And we should see this one through. Oh no, that's a sweat card. I got to avoid a club. There we go. So this also tells us a bit about his range. It's a good player would make notes about every single one of your opponent's plays. For example, he will shove with 20 big blinds with 10 queens suited. I mean, here's a very interesting situation. I mean, he's shoved on me. I got 9 king offsuit. I mean, he could be tilting, he could be steaming, but I don't think 9 king offsuit is going to be good enough to call. I mean, king 10 suited, I would have called him probably, but he could have sort of got a really good hand there and thought that I might have thought he was steaming, so I'm just gonna fold there and take my advantage. Let's see how his playstyle changes. See, yeah, he's folding. It doesn't seem like he's steaming too much. Right now he's got about, what, 8 big blinds left. I'm just gonna have to raise him, and if he shoves, I'm gonna call him. King high is it's not bad. It's not. As soon as the king, it's not a bad hand considering we're so shallow. The next pot is going to be, or he's gonna have 7 big blinds left because it's a turbo $5 pot. Maybe he shoves. 8 jack. That might be slightly ahead of his range, but it's very, very tight. It's very, very tight. 820. You can call. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cover call there. I'm not gonna be ahead, but it's gonna be a flip. I'm a slight underdog, but you need to get lucky in these situations. We just got a fade ace, and there we go. That should be the end of the tournament, and that should be $10 to me. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.